Despite being the youngest player in Major League Baseball, Yuri Perez has been fantastic in the first 7 starts of his career. Let's talk about it. The 20-year-old Perez, who was born in 2003, has pitched to a 1.80 ERA in the 2023 season so far, with only a single run allowed in his last 4 starts. This includes 6 scoreless innings against the Mariners last night, where he struck out 6 batters and only allowed 2 hits. And in the process, he outdueled former Marlins prospect Luis Castillo in a 4-1 Miami victory. Perez is an absolute freak. The Marlins signed him in 2019, where he was 6'4", 175 pounds, and his fastball sat in the mid-80s. However, since then, he's gained 40 pounds, 4 inches of height, and over 10 miles an hour on his fastball. So as you could imagine, his size and stuff is a big reason for his success so far. He has a great 4-pitch mix, which includes an overpowering fastball that sits over 97 miles an hour with spin rates in the 99th percentile, a mid-80s slider hitters have had a lot of trouble with so far, a sometimes high 70s curveball that hitters have whiffed 59% of the time on, while only mustering a single hit against it, and a changeup that sits around 90 miles an hour he hasn't allowed a hit on yet. But let's take a look at 2 at-bats that a duo of very notable players had against Yuri Perez. After falling down 3-0 to Shohei Ohtani, he'd get his first strike across, throwing his 3rd consecutive pitch around 100 miles an hour, before taking 20 miles an hour off and getting a huge whiff to make the count full. And for the payoff pitch, he went right back to the curve for the strikeout. And in that very same game, he got help from the umpire on this first pitch strike to Trout, before making him miss on the slider away. And even though Trout took this fastball for the first ball, Perez would sit him down with this fastball low and away, striking out the future Hall of Famer in 4 pitches. While he isn't perfect and definitely has areas of his game he can improve, Yuri Perez is an extremely exciting prospect, and I can't wait to watch where his career goes.